Good morning, Arson fans. Or, well, maybe it's not morning when you're watching this, but it's certainly morning for me right now as it's 6:32 a.m. and I am getting ready to walk out the door and drive down to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, as I have for this will be the fourth Saturday after Thanksgiving in a row for, as my buddy George South calls it, the biggest thing to happen since Elvis wore that leather gimmick. Wrestlecade comes back to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Super excited about this. As I said, this will be my fourth year in a row, and this year I'm going to do my best to do a vlog of the day and what happens, and so everybody gets kind of a feel for it. So I'll be putting a lot of stuff together and loading it up tonight, early in the morning, that kind of thing. Wrestlecade's a huge event. It's been going on already. It's actually Wrestlecade weekend is what they've dubbed it now. And there was a show last night that had Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix on it. Oh, and of course, AB Jason Kincaid was also on there. So that was going on last night, and I think they did a podcast with Bruce Pritchard and Stevie Ray from Harlem Heat after that. Today is the Fan Fest and the Super Show, which is sort of kind of the center of the whole thing. The Fan Fest is amazing. There are wrestlers from everywhere, from every generation there that you have an opportunity to meet. And then the Super Show tonight, you see tons of guys from today, yesterday, future stars wrestling. It's just a really neat event. Actually, this is the first year that they're going to stream the Super Show on the Fight TV app for like $15 or something, so that's pretty cool. The Fan Fest is awesome, and I know how a lot of people feel about meet and greets. I don't want to pay for autographs, blah, 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 all that. I get it. I don't have as big an issue with that because, these guys, a lot of them, this is the only way they make money now, and so I get it. Also, somebody is sponsoring them to come, so many of the people who are charging you for autographs aren't the guys themselves. It's the companies paying them. But that's all either here or there. If that's not your thing, you don't want to do that, there is actually a wrestling show going on in the middle of the Fan Fest. Same room and everything. So that starts at I think we get in at 11, and I think the wrestling actually starts 11:30, 12, something like that. It'll go all the way up until about 3 o'clock when they close the Fan Fest room and move all of us on over to the other hall there for the Super Show, which starts at 5 o'clock. So today, you could potentially in Winston-Salem see about 6 hours of wrestling if you wanted to. Now that's pretty awesome as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, and then of course tomorrow, I'm not staying, I'm Lord willing be driving back tonight, but tomorrow they have, I think, 3 total wrestling shows. They have the all women's wrestling show, Queens of Combat. They do the AML TV taping, and then there's a Smoky Mountain reunion kind of thing going on. Tonight, after this show, Ken Shamrock's doing a live show. So there's just tons of stuff going on. So I hope I run into some folks who follow the Arson page down there, and if I do, maybe I'll have something from them in this video. But I'll be checking back in soon, and I'll be heading on down the road here to Winston-Salem.
To the George South event. You don't eat your breakfast at Bojangles. Did you really even go?
All right, everybody, here we are in the middle of the Wrestlecade Fan Fest, as you can see.
It's crazy here.
It is crazy here. Look, stuff's going on everywhere. Look, you can see behind me, there's George South.
Yeah, George behind us.
We got people literally everywhere right now, guys. This place is pandemonium. Tommy, I think this is the craziest year I've seen yet. What about you?
I do agree with that, because it seems like there's more people here, even though that big company's like 30 minutes away from here, but you still got people here.
I'll tell you what, it is like, just to get from one side of this, I'll kind of show you, just to get from one side to the other right now, it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Tom Pritchard right here. Yeah, that's Tom Pritchard in front of us.
Yeah.
That's Tatanka and the Boogeyman and Jimmy Valiant over here.
I mean, so who all have you met, Tommy?
Let's see, I've met Jerry Lawler. I got my picture autographed when they clotheslined me with the rooster suit on. Let's see, Bobby Blaze, my buddy Bobby Blaze, the first guy I seen.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh, the Boogeyman. Boogeyman's a super cool guy. I like Super. There's
Yeah.
Tracer X.
Yeah, Tracer X just, people are going everywhere here. So far, I've got to finish. Y'all know I'm a mark and I'm all kinds of stuff. So far, I did a thing before we came, so I've got to meet Bruce Pritchard, Stevie Ray, Sabu, Eva Lise, all those were cool. Jerry Lawler, got to do Jerry Lawler myself, and the twins, the boys.
Yeah, Tate twins.
Absolutely. So I'll have some of the pictures blended in the video so you can see some of that stuff. So far, a great time.
Midnight Express. We had our picture with the Midnight Express.
And Jim Cornette. And if Cornette only knew, we never agree on anything. So far, I have gotten Cornette a picture with Cornette and an autograph with Cornette for no charge. So he is a nice guy.
Oh yeah,
he really
he's a nice
is.
guy,
And he's working too. We all know that.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, well listen, we'll be shooting some more stuff. Just kind of wanted to give everybody kind of a view of what's going on in here, what it's like. Let's not forget that there's matches going on too right now. An AML show is going on in the middle of this thing.
Aaron Biggs is
Our
in
champion,
the ring.
Aaron Biggs, is in the ring right now. So there you goes that. There you goes that. All right, we'll be checking back in, adding more stuff.
I'm so excited. I wish I could live here.
Look at this. And this is how you do it right here. You got the table seating. We did that last year. That's always awesome. And over here you got the killer looking entrance. Look at this crowd. And so all this. So here it is. We're getting ready.
Introducing first, approaching the ring from Memphis, Tennessee, Jerry, the King Lawler. And his opponent, approaching the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina, he is Mr. Number 1, George
So I'm sitting here in a steak and shake somewhere in North Carolina. Just finished Wrestlecade. It was an awesome show overall. A great day. The fan fest was so much fun. The show was hit or miss in some places, but I will say that the main event of Eli Drake, Johnny Mundo, and Jack Swagger in Triple Threat was absolutely sensational. Also, George South versus Jerry Lawler was great. There was a 4-way tag team match that opened the show that was fantastic. Just some really good stuff. A great 6-man tag that featured guys like Jason Kincaid, Caleb Conley, Willie Mack, PJ Black, Super Crazy, and the Juice himself, Juventud Guerrera. So lots of fun stuff. Just those are my initial impressions, but just such a fun, awesome day. And I'll be hitting with you guys when I get home. All right, here I am, back in the same spot where I started my journey this morning, 17 and a half hours ago. Let me tell you, it's definitely a long day, but it's well worth it. Such a fun day. Already looking forward to next year and seeing what Tracy and George and all those guys put on down there. Hope to see more of you down there with us. It was good to see a few awesome friends. Shout out to the sign guy, Michael Williams. Ran into him down there and made some new friends too. Great times for sure. Be sure to check out, I'm sure I can't remember all the results off the top of my head, but be sure to check out everything. Just a really great show, another great experience. So this guy is going to be getting a shower and getting some rest. But thanks for tagging along with me today for Wrestlecade. See y'all soon.